platypus, but an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 voice actor performances of the century so far.
I couldn't help but notice you noticing me noticing you.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best acting performances of the vocal variety from film and TV that debuted in or after the year 2000. As such, we won't be including roles that carried over from the century before, so you won't be seeing Tom Hanks' Woody on this list.
So long, partner.
Any performances we missed? Voice your opinion in the comments. Number 20. Patton Oswalt as Remy, Ratatouille. You gotta figure there's gonna be more than a few Pixar entries on this list. So what better way to start than with Patton Oswalt in Ratatouille?
It's not really a smoky taste. It's a certain, it's kind of like a, it's got like this boom, zap kind of taste. Don't you think? What would you call that flavor?
Lightning-y?
Yeah, it's lightning-y!
A rat with a love for cooking, Remy naturally finds division between his passion and the dark and damp world he's been bred into. With such a defined character trait driving the plot, the movie hinges on Oswalt being able to get the audience to empathize with Remy immediately. But boy, does he make it look, or sound, effortless. So fluidly is he able to suffuse the character with the enthusiasm needed, yet with a dash of that familiar artistic stubbornness.
Ah! No! Spit that out right now! I have got to teach you about food. Close your eyes. Now, take a bite of this. No! Don't just hork it down!
Oswalt's vocal career would only skyrocket after this movie, and we can definitely see, or hear, why. Number 19. Cree Summer as Princess Kida, Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
My name's Milo.
My name is Kiragakash.
Kiramashnaga. Hey, you got a nickname?
Kida.
Okay, Kida. I can remember that.
Atlantis is a Disney movie that didn't see much play upon release, but has since grown a loving fanbase since, and a lot of that is thanks to its voice cast. Though we could sing the praises of Hollywood actors Michael J. Fox or James Garner, it was professional voice actor Cree Summer who really got our attention in this one.
Prawitim dan ganak makin you gebletot bet kaparekek.
Kag... Wegene... Preed.
Kag wegene... Wegonos pridos es esanen.
Though Princess Kida could have been nothing more than a tribal stereotype, Summer and screenwriter Tab Murphy inject the character with such an endearing combination of wonder and resourcefulness that audiences can't not be taken with her. There's also the added challenge of reciting the Atlantean language developed for the film, which Summer nails.
How was my accent?
Boorish, provincial, and you speak it through your nose.
Yeah, gotta work on that.
Number 18. Tara Strong as Timmy Turner, The Fairly Odd Parents. A lot of Nickelodeon shows have come and gone in the 21st century, but The Fairly Odd Parents remained a mainstay on the channel for nearly 2 decades. And a lot of that has to be a testament to its absolutely dynamite voice cast. Though we can single out basically anyone here, we have to go with the show's lead, Timmy Turner, voiced by Tara Strong.
I wish I had heat vision! Awesome!
Hey, that's not funny. Now it's funny.
Sure, a big appeal of the show is the literal wish fulfillment on display, but none of it works long-term if the protagonist isn't likable. But thanks to Strong, he totally is.
Where'd you get all this stuff? Internet? Inheritance? I inherited the internet!
Timmy can be reckless and more than a little naive, but the manic energy Strong brings to the performance sells it completely. Number 17. Samuel L. Jackson as Lucius Best, aka Frozone, the Incredibles franchise. We told you there'd be more Pixar movies on this list. With a voice like Samuel L. Jackson's, you could probably insert it for any character and have it be recognizable. But Jackson goes above and beyond the call of duty for his work as Frozone.
Nice of you to drop by.
Never heard that one before.
Before Jackson was captaining cinema's greatest superhero team in the MCU, he was involved in one of the best superhero movies, period, animated or otherwise. Though Frozone's ice powers wouldn't be our first thought to match Jackson's trademark, loud personality, he's able to switch between both cool and hot whenever the movie needs him to.
Now,
I know. Freeze.
Also, he basically gifted us what's still one of the funniest Pixar scenes ever put to film.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
Number 16. Bradley Cooper as Rocket, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the MCU, you wouldn't expect a live-action superhero franchise to contain one of the best vocal performances, but we should know to be pleasantly surprised by now when it comes to Bradley Cooper.
Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
Though a lot of talented visual effects artists deserve heaps of credit for bringing Rocket to life, not to mention stellar motion capture work from Sean Gunn, it's Cooper's unrestrained verve and personality that makes this a fan-favorite character. His performance is so animated, in fact, that we often forget it's Cooper behind the mic. So often, our celebrity voice castings mere cash grabs, but Cooper elevates the performance to make sure it's the character we remember first, the mark of any good voice actor.
That's a fake laugh.
it's real! Totally fake.
Number 15. Donna Murphy as Mother Gothel, Tangled.
You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
Donna Murphy has enjoyed a storied career on Broadway, even though Tangled's younger target audience may not be aware of that. Still, Disney clearly knew what they were doing when they cast her as Mother Gothel in this reinterpretation of the Rapunzel fairy tale.
If he's lying, don't come crying.
Of course, there's the masterful song work on display, which we would expect nothing less from Murphy. Still, it's the emotional nuance of a character who uses love as a means to an end that honestly makes Gothel one of the best Disney villains of all time. And that is in no small part thanks to Murphy's refined performance outside of the songs, too.
You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy.
Number 14. Josh Gad as Olaf, the Frozen franchise.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
When the first Frozen film came out in 2013, it felt like Olaf fever would never end. And it still kinda hasn't. Whether that's a positive or a negative for you, it can't be denied that impact is a direct result of Josh Gad's electrifying performance.
Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman!
Sure, Gad was set up for success with Olaf's adorable snowman design, but it would be nothing without Gad providing the character's wide-eyed optimism and warm-heartedness. Heck, it's even been said that Gad's creative direction once in the room was what drove much of Olaf's characterization, and we could not be more pleased with the ultimate destination.
Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha. I don't even know it's Samantha.
Number 13. Kristen Schaal as Louise Belcher, Bob's Burgers.
Hello, my name's Louise. I would like to donate a piece of my personal chalk in case you need to outline a body.
It's kind of crazy to think Kristen Schaal's career didn't begin in animation, her natural voice being absolutely perfect for it. But what's not surprising is just how much her voice acting career has blossomed since playing Louise Belcher on Bob's Burgers.
I did it! I did the distraction!
Typically, Louise, when you do a distraction, you don't lead everybody to me, right?
Right!
Though H. John Benjamin has seen similar success since voicing the show's titular character, it's Schaal's vocal range that astounds us the most, and it is on full display here. An enthusiastic yet devious little girl, Louise is almost deliberately positioned to be a fan favorite as she powers many of the narratives. But it's the vivacity and impish playfulness that Schaal brings to the table that's made Louise, and in a sense the show, such an unexpectedly delightful surprise.
Hey, I don't appreciate your lack of sarcasm.
Number 12. George Clooney as Foxy Fox, Fantastic Mr. Fox. We knew for a long time that George Clooney's voice was like smooth butter, but it's surprising that no animated project really utilized it to its full potential until 2009's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Who am I? And how can a fox ever be happy without you'll forgive the expression, a chicken in its teeth?
I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds illegal.
Here, put this bandit hat on.
Playing the title character, Clooney displays the right amounts of confidence and assuredness, much like he does in his live-action roles. But there's a soft-spoken bit of inferiority in the character too, which is ultimately what proves thematically crucial to understanding the quote-unquote fantastic Mr. Fox. And Clooney conveys that gloriously.
I think I have this thing where I need everybody to think I'm the greatest, the quote-unquote fantastic Mr. Fox. And if they aren't completely knocked out and dazzled and kind of intimidated by me, then I don't feel good about myself.
Judging by the rest of the actors, it's clear that Wes Anderson knows how to cast voices, and he absolutely struck gold with George Clooney. Number 11. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui, Moana. Speaking of a low self-esteem wrapped in sheer panache, look no further than Maui, shapeshifter demigod of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. I interrupted from the top. Hero of men. Go.
Right. Anyway, Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men is one tricky role to nail, but Dwayne Johnson definitely pulls it off. No stranger to playing larger-than-life characters, Johnson is a perfect fit to display that level of bravado. Still, structurally, Maui would in anyone else's hands be instantly hateable, what with his pig-headedness and hugely inflated ego. But Johnson's natural charisma is too irresistible to ignore. Also, though he may not be a refined singer, whatever that means, he does a whole lot better than what we'd originally expect from WWE's The Rock.
I'm sailing away, away, you're welcome. 'Cause Maui can do everything but float. You're welcome. And thank you.
Number 10. Amy Poehler as Joy, Inside Out. Sometimes these animated movies make you want to hand out Academy Awards to the casting departments, because the actors chosen for Inside Out are especially inspired. Still, if there's one performance that stands above the rest, it's Amy Poehler's as Joy. We couldn't think of a better actor to portray the corresponding emotion, and Poehler knocks it out of the park beyond our wildest dreams.
Joy. Yes, Joy? You'll be in charge of the console, keeping Riley happy all day long. And may I add, I love your dress. It's adorable. Oh, this old thing? Thank you so much. I love the way it twirls.
The character's bubbly and vivacious personality shines through so well, but Poehler's versatility perseveres even as the movie touches on darker subject matter. Though Joy is inadvertently the instigator for much of the movie's conflict, her emotional journey is at the crux of the story, and Poehler truly fires on all cylinders.
Sadness. Mom and Dad, the team, they came to help because of sadness.
Number 9. Grey DeLisle as Azula, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Easily one of the best animated villains on TV, Azula is the character in Avatar we love to hate. Hate because of her wickedness, but love because of Grey DeLisle's captivating performance.
What are you doing here?
You mean it's not obvious yet? I am about to celebrate becoming an only child!
Azula may be the daughter of Fire Lord Ozai, the ultimate big bad of the series, but never does she feel overshadowed by him. In fact, she's the baddie we most enjoy watching, and that's greatly thanks to DeLisle.
The fact is, they don't know which one of us is going to be sitting on that throne, and which one is going to be bowing down. But I know, and you know. Well,
there's an undercurrent of confident frivolity imbued in every scene, almost like Azula's a predator playing with her meal. Still, DeLisle offers glimpses of how wronged Azula too has been as a result of her upbringing, a dynamic that plays wonderfully with her brother Zuko, voiced by Dante Bosco. Also a tremendous performance.
Sorry, but you're not going to become Fire Lord today. I am.
You're hilarious.
Number 8. Steve Carell as Gru, Despicable Me franchise. It's hard to think of Despicable Me these days and not think of Minions. Also, an impressive vocal performance, come to think of it. Still, there's no star we love more, and no character we'd rather see, than Steve Carell and Gru.
Next, we are going to steal...
Pause for effect.
The ultimate bad guy turned good on this list, Gru changes his supervillain ways with the advent of his unexpected love for his adopted daughters. And Carell is expertly suited to portray that dynamic.
Good night, kittens. Close your eyes. Sleep in peace until you rise. Though while you sleep, we are apart. Your mommy loves you with all her heart.
We knew he'd be likable, but it's the wacky energy and amorphous accent that endears us to him so.
Read my lips! Lisa mi lipo! Pomodoro la kumquat! What did I say?
Number 7. Alan Tudyk as King Candy, aka Turbo, Wreck-It Ralph. At this point, we know not to be surprised by a transformative vocal performance from Alan Tudyk. Heck, he voiced a chicken in Moana. A chicken. But back in 2012, we were blown away by his villainous turn in Wreck-It Ralph. And that's saying something considering the stacked cast.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? You hit a guy with glasses. That's well played.
As King Candy, Tudyk presents a foppish and almost comedic antagonist in the vein of comedian Ed Wynn. As Turbo, however, King Candy's secret identity, Tudyk goes full dastardly, making us suddenly fear what was originally at its core a silly character.
Because of you, Ralph, I'm now the most powerful virus in the arcade. I can take over any game I want. I should thank you. But it'd be more fun to kill you.
It's no wonder that Tudyk won an Annie Award for voice acting in the film. Number 6. Scarlett Johansson as Samantha, Her. Another live-action movie with a surprisingly stupendous voice-only performance, Her is a one-of-a-kind speculative romance movie that really makes us ponder the limits of humanity and love. Playing an artificial intelligence named Samantha, Scarlett Johansson makes us truly believe a machine creation could possess such profound emotion. She so effortlessly connects to Joaquin Phoenix's Theodore, even though they're never actually in the same room.
But the heart's not like a box that gets filled up. It expands in size the more you love. I'm different from you. This doesn't make me love you any less. It actually makes me love you more.
Funnily enough, the role was recast in post-production to Johansson, having originally been voiced by Samantha Morton. As powerful an actor as she is in her own right, we can't imagine hearing anyone else singing along as we play the ukulele.
Times where swallowed up in space, we're here a million miles away.
Number 5. Billy Crystal as Mike Wazowski, the Monsters, Inc. franchise.
Hey, is this thing on? Hello, testing. Hey, good evening, how are you? Nice to see you. I tell you, it's great to be here in your room. Where you from?
For a lot of the entries on this list, the actors are often shown going outside of their vocal comfort zone to give us the best performance possible. With Billy Crystal in Monsters, Inc., however, the best performance possible was for him to give us what he does best, being Billy Crystal.
Look, it's not that I don't care about the kid.
Mike, you don't understand.
Yes, I do. I was just mad, that's all. I needed some time to think. But you shouldn't have left me out there.
I'm being attacked.
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to be honest. Just hear me out.
Whereas John Goodman provides much of the heart of the film as Sully, it's Crystal's comedic sensibilities as Mike that carry us through the bulk of the movie. Of course, if we're being honest, you couldn't have one without the other, but it is absolutely impossible for anyone to play Mike other than Crystal.
Oh, hey! We're rehearsing a scene for the upcoming company play called Put That Thing Back Where It Came From, or So Help Me. It's a musical. Yeah, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me, and cut.
Number 4. Ellen DeGeneres as Dory, the Finding Nemo franchise. Though Ellen DeGeneres' real-life personality hasn't shone too well in recent years, the one she imbued into that of Blue Tang Dory is undeniably timeless.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim.
Even though the first movie sets up Marlin as the main protagonist and is called Finding Nemo, Dory is the character that everyone remembers, ironically enough. Though her mental deficiencies are scripted to come off as exasperating to the other characters, to us, it's her unflinching loyalty and unyielding optimism that we take away. And her trademark goofiness, which DeGeneres undoubtedly provides.
Dory? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you sure you speak whale?
Can you
Dory? Heaven knows what you're saying!
Though the future of Dory is undoubtedly murky right now, we just hope to see our favorite Pixar fish in some form or another someday. Number 3. Will Arnett as BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman. Most of the characters on this list can be chalked up as being lighthearted in one way or another, but not BoJack Horseman. Though the show can be endlessly hysterical and witty, it's also uncompromisingly realistic and dark. And in no character is this better exemplified than the eponymous one.
I need you to tell me that I'm a good person. I know that I can be selfish and narcissistic and self-destructive, but underneath all that, deep down, I'm a good person, and I need you to tell me that I'm good.
Will Arnett brings a real groundedness to the role. Though BoJack can get just as ridiculous as the other characters, there's a profound sadness deep within him, and Arnett conveys this with a real tenderness.
Suddenly you realize you'll never have the good relationship you wanted, and as long as they were alive, even though you'd never admit it, part of you, the stupidest goddamn part of you, was still holding on to that chance. And you didn't even realize it until that chance went away.
2014 turned out to be a real breakout year for Arnett on the animated side of things, as he also debuted the hilarious, if totally different, Lego Batman in the Lego Movie.
Pow! Wham! Kazap!
First try.
Number 2. Eddie Murphy as Donkey, the Shrek franchise. In addition to Billy Crystal in Monsters, Inc., 2001 saw another comedic actor lending their cadence to an animated character in a big way.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. Oh!
Though Mike Myers' Scottish persona works wonders on Shrek, Eddie Murphy arguably stole the movie with his turn as Donkey. With so many riffs on fairy tale characters, never in a million years did we think a talking donkey would be the breakout character, but that's just a testament to Murphy's signature energy and terrific line delivery.
Blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns. This would be so much easier if I wasn't colorblind.
Every word that comes out of Donkey's mouth, or snout, is pure gold and endlessly quotable. Though the franchise inevitably saw diminishing returns, we're tempted to see a return, if only to revisit this noble steed.
All right, I hope you heard that. She called me a noble steed. She think I'm a steed.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Eartha Kitt as Yzma, the Emperor's New Groove. Much like Atlantis, The Emperor's New Groove is an early 2000s movie that didn't initially get the love it deserved, but has since drawn a cult following thanks to the excellent voice cast.
Just think of it as you're being let go, that your life's going in a different direction, that your body's part of a permanent outplacement.
Hey, that's kind of like what he said to you when you got fired.
I know. It's called a cruel irony.
Though we could be here all day talking about Patrick Warburton's Kronk or David Spade's Cusco, it's Eartha Kitt who truly steals the show.
It is no concern of mine whether your family has... What was it again?
Food?
Ha! You really should have thought of that before you became peasants.
Though Yzma is story-wise a truly despicable villain, we can't help but love her all the same thanks to Kitt's zany line delivery and energy. You can practically hear her chewing the dialogue in the recording booth, making sure we're having as much fun as she is.
I'll turn him into a flea. a harmless little flea. And then I'll put that flea in a box, and then I'll put that box inside of another box, and then I'll nail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer!
Though we've gotten plenty of superb vocal performances this century so far, we irrefutably got one of the best early on. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.